TaDolls. Hello and welcome to another episode of TaDolls. Today we'll be talking about the different items that I use to clean dolls. And to explain what I mean, I usually get my dolls secondhand. I do buy dolls new, as you've seen from my unboxing videos. But I also get dolls secondhand from eBay, from yard sales, from flea markets, and from Facebook. Pretty much wherever I can find them. It's fun to get them cleaned up, restyle their hair, and sort of give them a new life after they've been played with. And I don't know, I guess just sort of give them a second chance to just be displayed. They've been loved and played with, so now they come here to get a vacation, I guess. That's the way we'll look at it. So to start with, I usually, when I get them home, I usually get a baby shampoo, a washing shampoo, and I'm not very particular on the type. Like this Parent's Choice, this is a Walmart brand. I usually just get a big bottle of whatever I can, or I'll just grab something from the dollar store. This has been great. This has a pump, so I just have it sitting on my sink and put a few drops. I use it for the hair and for the body. Does a great job. I wash my dolls in cold water, and there's a little debate on this. I think on newer dolls it's not as bad, but on older dolls there can be a problem with the doll's hair melting under hot water. So be especially careful for older Barbies. I don't think it's as big of a problem with maybe Monster High, newer Barbies, maybe the LOL dolls. I'm not sure. I don't have any LOL dolls with hair yet. I'm working on that. But especially on older dolls, my rule of thumb is do not put their hair under hot water unless you're sure of how it's going to react with hot water. You can try an inconspicuous area. I'm not even that brave myself, so I just do the cold water at first, and then I go from there. Now, as far as conditioner, remember you're working with synthetic hair. So synthetic hair is going to react differently. You don't necessarily need a human conditioner. Usually a fabric softener will work fine, especially on a straight hair doll. Now, having said that, I have personally found that mane and tail conditioner, if you have a doll with curlier hair or wave set in, I have much better luck with mane and tail conditioner. And I feel like I'm contradicting myself there, but again, you don't necessarily need a conditioner for straight haired dolls. I have found that fabric softeners work fine, but really this mane and tail conditioner, I don't know what all is in this stuff, but it does wonders with the curly haired dolls. There's no frizz afterward. I have two types of combs that I use. This is what I use for my smaller dolls, and if you notice there's a pick at the end, and I just got this from a pack that I purchased at the dollar store that had other combs in it, and this came from a different pack. I use this on my bigger dolls, and that's, say, I have the large 28-inch Monster High dolls. This was perfect when I was combing their hair. Yeah, this was not very helpful with their hair, the smaller one. But the larger comb did work wonders. But I find that usually if you leave this in with a curly hair doll and then take the pick part, start from the bottom, and you want to start from the bottom with your straight hair dolls too. Start from the bottom and then just work those tangles out from the bottom up. That is my best advice. Now, if you do want to go ahead and use fabric softener, if you don't have mane and tail, can't find it in your area, that's perfectly fine, but I would still use the fabric softener. Leave it in their hair as you comb, especially if it's extra tangled, and that's for straight or curly hair. And one thing that I use, let me back up to when I'm washing them. A toothbrush is excellent for those nooks and crannies. Some dolls you may get have some extra grime, and this is just great for scrubbing, especially in their faces, maybe around the mouth or the ears. And you don't have to spend a lot of money on this. Just grab something from the dollar store or the dollar section of your grocery store. Walmart may even have some cheap packs of toothbrushes. This isn't something you have to pay a lot for. I do recommend grabbing a couple of different color microfiber cloths and use one to wash and one to dry. These dry very quickly, so overnight, like after you're through washing your dolls and drying them, you can hang these over a chair, or you can put a small clothesline up in your bathroom or your laundry room or somewhere that's convenient to you. Just hang these up. They'll be dry overnight. Really convenient. And having different colors, of course, you can remember, like for instance myself, I use my darker one to wash and my lighter one to dry. So that helps me remember, because I have a problem remembering things. And I'm shaking the camera because I'm moving my hands while I talk. My apologies. Now, this is something I've just recently added to my cleaning items. It's Goo Gone. This will remove anything sticky. Say if the seller had a sticker, or if kids had put a sticker on something and you're trying to get that off, this will be good to, and it won't come out with just simple soap and water. This is surface safe. You can use it on hard surfaces. Now you will have to put some hot soapy water, so you might want to test this on an inconspicuous area at first, just to make sure it's not going to react with the vinyl. Depending on what doll, and especially if it's an older collectible doll, you certainly want to just spot check that, make sure it's not going to react. It's not supposed to have any major effects on anything. The only things it says, which I couldn't imagine using it on any of these anyway, you don't want to use it on things like silk, leather, suede, rubber. So you definitely don't want to use it on any rubber baby dolls or anything like that. So you wouldn't be able to use it on those rubber sun babies from, what was that, the 50s or 60s. Faux stainless steel, drywall, unfinished wood surfaces, and unsealed stone. So nothing like that. But you can even use it on carpet and clothing if you have something like that. So again, if you have something you're concerned about, just spot check it in an inconspicuous area first. So the next 4 items you have to order from a website, and I'll leave it in a link down below in the description. would need to order them from a website called mainpine.com. This website is wonderful. They have the best products for doll collectors and people who work to clean up dolls like this. And if you already have a collection and you're just trying to maintain it, it would be good to keep these items on hand. The first item is called Removes It. It's a stain remover. And if you want to read more about it, they have all kinds of information on their website. It removes very hard to treat stains. I'm talking ink stains, mold. I had a doll covered in ink and I don't have it with me. I have it in storage at another location, but covered in ink, and this stuff is amazing. It removed it, so that's why it's called Removes It. Amazing stuff. It will remove mold. It's just, I can't say enough about it. It has done a fantastic job to remove things. Now, some plastics will have a reaction. I don't have anything made of polystyrene, so you may again want to spot check if you have something questionable and you're not sure it's going to work. Now this product will leave a residue, so they have another product which is also excellent. It's called Formula 911. It's a cleaner for dolls and action figures, and I do clean action figures too. I don't have any on hand right now. But this stuff is good in its own right. It removes any kind of residue, wax, crayon, lipstick, tar, gum. So if you order this, you don't really have a need for the Goo Gone. I keep both on hand in case one might not work. I can try the other. I'm used to having a backup plan, I suppose. This will even soften wig glue. This is really good stuff in its own right. But if you get the Removes It, you might as well get this too, because you're going to have something to remove the Removes It residue. But again, and this right here, they even have a phone number, 1-800-770-DOLL, and the twinpines.com. And again, I'll have that information in the description down below. And one of my absolute favorite products of theirs, it has been a lifesaver. This is called Perk, and I wash all the doll clothes. I wash my own clothes in cold water. This is a cold water clothes cleaner and stain remover. This stuff is fantastic. Look how much. I've only used this much. I have washed tons of Monster High clothes in the past, I would say, almost 2 months. And this is just the most amazing stuff. What I really love about it is how it cleans clothes that have both white and color. And I do have an example to show you. I have this Frankie that I bought secondhand, and she needs some work to her. She's a Ghouls Alive Frankie. And her top, excuse me, I'm shaking the camera again. The top of this dress was so dingy, and I did not think I was going to get it out. I used one treatment of Perk. And I'm sorry, I know I sound like a commercial, but I used one treatment of Perk, and look how crisp that is. That is gorgeous. And there was no bleeding, no nothing, no bleeding of colors. It's just gorgeous and crisp. But it really did a good job, and I could not be happier with it. So I'll put her back. And I'll also include this boost. I've not had to use this yet. I bought it when I bought the perk, and from what I understand is you use this when the perk didn't pick up something. This is supposed to get the stubborn stains. So I haven't had to use this yet, but I do have it on hold in case I need it. And I'll let you all know if I have to use it and how good it does. Now, I'll talk a little bit about if you have to remove a doll's makeup. You want to use 100% acetone. And I have this handy when I get to that point. And you want to take these cotton rounds. And I don't have a doll that I'm going to do that on. But this is something I'm going to do in the future, and I'll be sure to film that when I get to that point. But this, yeah, if you need to remove factory makeup, this is the way to go. But I'm not going to remove any until I have a way to put it on yet, because I still don't have any Mr. Super Clear. But we will get to that shortly when I do get that chance. And that's it for my presentation of cleaning items. I hope that helps, and if you would like any more information on any of these items or any other questions in general, please leave a comment below. And thank you for joining me. Bye-bye.